Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting the biggest section of plants that I own, which is philodendrons. So this is going to be part one of two of my philodendron collection. So I am a bit obsessive about keeping a list of my plants, so I do have a Google sheet with all of my plants listed on there, and this is the first half of the philodendrons alphabetically, and next will be the second half of the philodendrons alphabetically. So I'm not going to show you them in alphabetical order. I'm actually going to go from small guys to the large guys, but I have 17 of my 34, right, math, yeah, 34 philodendrons. So I'm going to share them with you. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so the first one is actually, oh no, my pot is getting really sad. It's in a cute little pot that I got from Trader Joe's a long time ago. It had a little cactus in it. This is a Florida ghost. And it doesn't look the most ghosty at the moment. So I'm trying to find a good place for the sun to hit it more so that it comes out a little bit more ghosty. But as you can see, the leaves are definitely a little bit not speckly, but they're kind of they've got some white going on in there, but they're not ridiculously ghost. When I first got it, it was very ghosty, and then kind of as it's adjusted to the light in my plant room, it has gotten a little bit less ghosty, but it's still really cute. And I love Florida, which you're about to find out. I think the leaf shape is so fun and funky and cute, and I just really love how they grow. So I do have a good amount of Florida, but this little guy is the Florida ghost. And hopefully one day he will be way more ghosty. Next is actually another Florida, which was high on my wish list for such a long time, and then it finally came out from a Etsy shop that I used to buy a bunch of little starter plants from. And so when they announced the Florida Bronze, I had to have it because I've wanted a Florida Bronze for the longest time, and I just could not find them anywhere. So when they had a starter plant, I was like, yes. Obviously it's still very juvenile, so it does not look Florida-y at all, but it's really pretty. This leaf just came out. This is the last leaf that emerged, but you can kind of see it's very pinky when they come out, whereas the Florida Ghost does not. It's not pink at all. It's just very light green, but this one has this really pink caterpillar thing, and the stems are kind of pink at the beginning, so it's really cute. I love it. I am so excited also for this one to grow. I did get these guys the same day. This one was definitely bigger than this guy, but I got them from the same shop, and they're just so cute, and I just can't wait till they start looking like actual Floridas and not little baby Floridas. Next is a plant that I have actually had twice before, and it didn't do anything for me. And so then the last time that I had one of these, it got attacked by thrips and pretty much died back. So I took a little chunk and threw it in a prop box, and it actually grew pretty fast. So I have kept it and planted it in this. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, just because really the variegation does not show up super strong. You can kind of see it from the back of the leaf more. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, you can kind of see it, but this is a Philodendron Birkin. So yeah, not super duper Birkin-y, but honestly, I did not really like my Birkin before, so I don't know, but something about it being super tiny and cute like this, I do like it. And it's not aggressively Birkin-y, so it just kind of looks like a cute little green plant, and I'm not mad at it, and I like it now. I'm like, oh, okay. This is kind of cute. And to know that I grew it from a teeny tiny little chunk also just adds to the fun. Okay, another teeny tiny plant is another one that I threw in a prop box and potted up potentially a little bit too soon. It hasn't really done the best. But I just think it's so cute because it's literally just right now 2 teeny little leaves. And this is a Philodendron Brazil. I know it does not look like much, and like honestly I should probably get rid of it, but I like him. I think he's so cute, and hopefully one day he will grow to be big and strong. But for now, he's just a tiny 2-leafer. And Brazils are another one of my favorites, so I'm like, you know what? I'll keep this guy. One day he'll be a big strong boy, a big strong Brazil. Okay, next is a Philodendron Billietier that I also got as a starter plant. It's doing pretty good. This is the last leaf that it put out, so it was getting a little big, and then I think I moved it to a spot that it didn't like as much, like it wasn't getting as much light, so it's giving me a little bit of a tinier leaf. So I have since moved it, so hopefully the next leaf that I get out of this guy will be even bigger. But I'm really excited. This is so cute. It like really exploded when I first got it and like just threw out leaves like crazy, but now it's slowed down a little bit. So I think now that I have it moved to a better lighting situation, ooh, it's a little dusty. Now that I have it moved to a better lighting situation, I think we're gonna get some good looking leaves. And like they're just so funky. I love it. Like look how like bumpy they are. You see that? All the leaves are just so funky looking. And the color is just really cute, so love it. Love it, love it. Can't wait for that guy to get big. This is another one that's kind of a funky guy. My boyfriend bought it for me from Equigenera, and I liked it, but I wasn't like, I'm gonna spend my money on it, so he ended up just, it wasn't like I would spend my money on it because it was a little bit funky looking. And you can see the growth pattern is really weird on this guy, but my boyfriend surprised me with it, and I do like it. It's just I don't think I would pick this plant in particular. It's a Philodendron Burlmarks variegated. Yeah, you can tell it's growing all sorts of weird. It is growing in a window, so it has like pretty good light. It's just kind of like from all over the place, so it's kind of just growing from all over the place. It does have, this is an original leaf that I purchased it with. Some of the other ones like fell off. This one I just recently got. Doesn't have a whole bunch of variegation. And then these 2 just recently came out. Well, these 3 I guess technically. And they do have some variegation, but it's not super crazy. And it's just kind of growing really wonky. Honestly, I might chop this up and just start fresh, but I still really like it. I think I do like the wonky guys. I think it's really fun to have like unique and weird looking plants. This guy's just, he's definitely not like Instagram worthy, but he's still really cute, and I do love him. And it's always fun when you get like a variegated leaf. You're like, ooh, that's pretty cool. But like, let's see, the last one that just came out didn't have any variegation on it, but the other 2 did. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. Next is a Philodendron Florida that I actually took propagations from my giant Florida because it got thrips, and so I was just trying to like make sure I could save it if I couldn't save the original plant. So I took some propagations, and they've been thriving. The original leaf, there was two cuttings, and this is one of the original leaves. Like, look how funky that is. Are you kidding me? So you can see why I wanted to preserve this crazy, like it was getting thrown out some crazy mature leaves. So the other one, because this was 2 cuttings, the other original leaf just fell off like a couple weeks ago. So this is what I have, but like look at how cute, like this is growing really close together, and like we were getting some kind of unique funky Florida leaves, and we're starting to go back to having a little bit of lobes. This one's going off on the other side. Oh my gosh, fly, go away. This side is really going off and giving me some really Florida looking leaves. And then this one that just came out is really Florida-y. Like, it's just so cute. I love this one. This one's so cute. But yeah, this one is so funky, and like it's just throwing out so many leaves. So it's like really full and pretty, and I think I have 3 growth points going on right now. And I just think it's so cute. And like then to just have this original leaf like still chilling on there is so cute, so pretty. Love it. I'm glad that this one's still there. It does look like it's kind of on its way out. So I will enjoy this for as long as I can until it finally decides to leave me. Ah. If you watched my last video about plants that I'm giving up on, I believe you will know that this one was going to be coming. Sorry, it's dusty. I hate the growth pattern on this plant. And I'm just not ready to give up on this one because I've wanted this plant for the longest time. It's a Philodendron Dark Lord. But look at how it's fucking growing. It's so ugly. And like I know it definitely, like these leaves, it was not in great light, so like I know this is 100% my fault that I grew like this. But now it's back in good light. It's got a great spot, and it's still doing that ugly. Like this last leaf, look at this last leaf was pretty good. Not bad. And then it's throwing this out. So I'm not really stoked on it. I don't love it to the max, but I'm not willing to give up on this guy yet. So we're gonna keep him alive. We're gonna keep trying. But he's not my favorite. He's not my favorite at all. And like he's so pretty. Like when you can grow a really nice leaf and it's so dark and like the backs are so red, like it's so pretty, but half the time it doesn't grow nice. So it's like, why do I have you? But I'm just not ready to give up yet. I know I gave up on my red emerald and my black cardinal, but I'm not 100% ready to give up on the Dark Lord yet. So he is still in my collection. Okay. Next one is a Philodendron El Chaco. I forget I think it's not called an El Chaco anymore technically, but I don't remember what they're calling it. Rubra juvenile, something like that. Anyways, El Chaco. Look at this leaf. It's definitely like the leaves are getting smaller. This is the emergent leaf at the moment. It's so pretty. You can really see the red, and like it came out so pink. Let me show you the back of the leaves. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And this sits on my desk, so I just like stare at this plant all day. I think it's just stunning. I was really scared that I wouldn't be able to grow it, but surprisingly it's been growing really well for me. Obviously, like I said, the leaves are getting smaller. I'm not like, and you'll see in the next plant that I'm going to show you, I'm not good at like moss poles or anything like that. So if anybody has any suggestions for a moss pole that's not like super annoying to like keep moist, let me know, because I like big leaves, but I'm also like I don't have to have giant leaves because I just can't deal with moss poles and like keeping them moist. But anyways, this is one that I would potentially sell my soul to put out a moss pole and get like giant leaves like this again. Okay, this is honestly, it's not even that giant. Like it's like the size of my hand, but it's so perfect. Like, are you kidding me? It's so perfect. And then the backs are just insane. Insane. So yeah, this is one that I would maybe put on a moss pole. So if you have any ideas, oh, there's a flag. If you have any ideas, let me know. But still, even without the moss pole, this new leaf is giving me life. Cover up my face. There we go. Look how cute. It's so cute. I could die. But yeah, anyway, so that is my Philodendron El Chaco Red. aka rubra juvenile or something like that. I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh, I'm having such a hard time sitting on the floor today. My back is killing me. So I keep like adjusting. Okay, so speaking of moss poles, this is one that I put on a moss pole in a video because I was like, let's just try it. It's so hard to keep moist and it is growing into the moss. Where's my, I have a spray bottle. I've been keeping a spray bottle close because, oh my gosh, go away, fly. I've been keeping a spray bottle close because then that, like, when I walk by I can be like, oh, spritz, spritz, spritz. But even then I'm still having such a hard time keeping this freaking moss pole moist. I'm gonna spritz it right now because I do actually, this one actually does have some aerial roots growing into the moss. So I'm like, come on, Becca, you gotta keep this moist. And it's just so hard. But this is my Philodendron campospartoanum. So yeah, this is the newest leaf. Nothing to write home about. This is the leaf that it grew that made me like, you know what, I do need to throw this on a pole so that it can go big. And so I threw it on the pole right at this leaf. I think this was the first leaf that, well, it didn't emerge, it was already out. So this is the first leaf that has emerged since being on the pole. There is, I don't know if you can see this, let's see. Where is it? Can you see? There's little roots growing in right there. One little spot. I don't see any others anywhere down the line. Oh wait, no, there is some. There are some more roots growing in. So hopefully I can stay on top of it and keep this moss moist enough so that it can continue to grow up the moss pole, which it looks like I'm going to need to put more moss up top, and I can get some big leaves again. But this is, yeah, there's one other plant that I have on a moss pole. It's not doing as good as this one. It's not growing into the moss yet, so we'll have to see if I can do anything. Because like obviously, like I'm not like super duper successful with it, so I'm like, why would I want to risk not being successful with my El Chaco if I can't even do a Campo? But yeah, so we'll see. This is like just a cute little test plant. I do like this plant. It's just not like anything where I'm like, oh my gosh, my Campo, it's so pretty. But it is cute. I do like him. So fingers crossed that we can get something cool growing up and that I can remember to water my moss poles. Next plant is my Philodendron gloriosum. It is growing a little wonky. I just put it in this pot not that long ago. So it does need to adjust. It put out a new leaf, which it was in the middle of putting out this leaf when I repotted it, but it was like pushed up against the wall, so it kind of grew a little bit funky, but it's still cute. Not mad at it. I got some fun leaves going on. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in this pot. I don't know. This gives it more room to crawl. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait a couple leaves and see if it's like still putting them out ugly or if it's gonna work. But I think it's cute. I hope it will like this pot. It's just because this one has drainage, I find it a little bit harder to keep it moist. And gloriosums, at least in my experience, it seems to like it pretty moist. So I will keep you guys updated, but for now it looks pretty cute in here. Not gonna lie, pretty stinking cute. I love it. But yeah, this is my Philodendron gloriosum. We are getting into the bigger boys now, so it's gonna be a little bit harder for me to show you, but let's start off with my giant Philodendron Congo Rojo. Are you kidding me? I know, I just recently put this plant in a favorite, so you guys have probably seen it if you watched that. I'm obsessed. I am literally obsessed, and honestly I could probably stand to dust some of these leaves really fast. But like, are you kidding me? Do you see how giant these leaves are and how beautiful they look? This is a plant that I've had for a long time. Like, I'm talking maybe 5-6 years, maybe even more. I'm not really even sure, but like, I got this bad boy as a teeny tiny 4-inch and it has just taken off. And it really started exploding once I moved. And I think it just really loves the light that it gets. It loves where it is in the house, and it just keeps giving me these giant, gorgeous leaves. Like, are you kidding me? That is so pretty. So I am thoroughly, obviously I still have, it retains leaves like crazy, so it has a lot of its old damaged leaves. They used to get hit by my dogs when they were like walking by with their crazy tails. So this guy is a survivor. It has lasted such a long time, and it's still so stunning. I love it so much. Seriously, can't get over how amazing it looks. It is a thirsty plant. But oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like, what? It's just so many big, beautiful leaves, and it's like right at my right at my door. So when I get in, it's like the first thing I see. It's so pretty. I just love it so much. And like, I really like it in this vessel, this glass thing that I have, vase, I guess. Technically it's a vase probably, but it just looks so cute. It's just the perfect Congo Rojo, and you can't tell me otherwise. So the next one is my giant Philodendron Brazil. This is a hanging boy I bought a couple months back. I've taken a bunch of cuttings, and it's just, I love Brazil. Brazil are literally one of my favorites, and it's so big, so luscious, so stunning. There's not really much else I can say about it. It's not like super duper Brazil-y. Like, there's definitely some like more like plain green colored leaves on here than your typical Brazil, but it's still just really pretty. I love it. Like, oh, look at these leaves. Look at these ones. Stunning. Whoa. There's a squirrel in my backyard that loves to taunt my dogs, and he just yelled at them, so they had to go take care of that. I don't think they can even get outside right now. I think the door's closed, but when the squirrel says he's ready to play, they have to take off. But yeah, look at, oh, it's just so pretty. I just love Brazil with all my heart. And like I said, even though, like, look how big this leaf is. Even though not all of them are like totally Brazil, it's still just so stunning. So stunning. You guys realize you couldn't go outside because the squirrel. Okay, we have 3 more. No, 4 more. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one will go quick though, because this is also another Brazil that I have. It's dusty. Oh my gosh. Is he yelling at you? Is he yelling at you? What's he saying? Taunting you? Okay, and then the next one is another Brazil. This one's really cute. I'll show you with the little stand that the pot comes in, but this one's really cute. I just moved it over to my new bar area, and I just really love this pot plant combo. It's so cute. Like I said, I am a Brazil girl through and through. Every time I go to a plant shop and there's Brazils there, I have to tell myself, do we really need another Brazil? Honestly, most of the time the answer is yes. So I do love me a good Brazil, but that's that. Last 3. So this is my big Florida. Ugh. I have just recently chopped it. I just love how it grows. It's growing so funky. It's like all growing in one direction. Like, the back is completely bald, but that's okay. It's in a really cute little bird pot that I got from Anthropology. It's a cute little bird. But I just like, it looks like, I don't know, something about the leaf shape and when they kind of like blow around, it looks like a bunch of butterflies. It's just so cute. And like I said, this Florida, like, let's see, here's a leaf. This one has a good shape. It's just, they're so pretty. Like, they just grow so funky. And like, look at this one's really aggressively Florida shaped. Like, they're just starting to get more, this one's really pretty too. More lobes and like more spiky, and it's just pretty. I love this plant so much. But yeah, this is my big Florida. The second to last one is my big burl marks. This is my big burl marks. I'm not going to be able to lift it up because it is very large. It has taken off. It used to be in my guest room, but then I just moved it because I put a different plant in the guest room, and it's definitely dusty, my bad. But look at these leaves. Are you kidding me? They're like so green, so shiny too. I'm like, what did I do to make this one look so shiny? Yeah, as it's literally like dusty as hell. But like, look at these leaves that I'm getting. This is a new leaf. Look at this. And it's very EFN-y. There's a lot of EFN on there, but look at this. Like I'm working on rotating it so it grows a little bit more evenly, so we should probably grow some this way. Let me just get this. Oh, your squirrel friend's yelling at you again. So I'll probably face it this way too so that the leaves can start growing that way as well, so it's more well-rounded of a plant. Gosh, I'm sorry I let you get so dusty, brother. So yeah, but it's growing really good. I have a lot of old leaves that are damaged from the dog tails, so I'm gonna put them back probably this way so that the light will the leaves will kind of start going this way, so it'll be more wide. I mean, what am I saying? So it will be more evenly placed. But that's my big burl marks. And the last one is, oh, this leaf is dying. Last one is my bipennifolium. He's growing a little wonky as well. He just got moved to a new spot too. And he also got pretty damaged by doggy tails, as you can see by some of these leaves. Just absolutely demolished by whippy pit bull tails. But it's really cute and I love it. It's definitely grown a little wild, so I might need to trim it up and like cut it back a bit so that it can start growing a little bit more even. And like this last leaf that came out, it's kind of funky looking. But this one just has really cute leaves too. They're just like uniquely shaped. And I really love that. So this is my Philodendron bipennifolium. All right, so I know that was a lot, but that was the first half of my philodendron collection. So stay tuned. I will be putting out the second half of my philodendron collection soon, so you guys can officially see all of the philodendrons that I have. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite, and I will see you guys later. Bye!